If you see a nursing student writing an exam, send the person money. They need money. Nursing student. There's nothing as draining as studying nursing. Hi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nurse Gorati Oga. I'm a nursing student in my penultimate year in the University of Nigeria Nova campus. Like, since I started this channel, I've been in my penultimate year. I know that's what some of you have been saying. But Sha, it's not my fault though. I want to graduate. But as to said, I will not. As to our federal government, they said I will not graduate. Subscribe. Let's keep building this community together. Today, I want to talk about what being a nursing student actually look like. Yeah. Disclaimer number one: I'm not telling this story to scare you from studying nursing. After all, nothing can scare you. I'm just telling you so that you know what you're coming in for. I know some of you may be wondering, especially those that are not in the profession or that are not yet nursing students, they may be wondering, what does being a nursing student even look like? Safe. So let's go there. Let's begin with first year. I finished my secondary school and then walked into nursing. Like boom, from secondary school, I wrote my JAMB and then got admitted. The same year I wrote my WAEC and got admitted to study nursing. So you can see that there was no break for me. And then I had that secondary school idea of studying, idea of schooling, idea of a lot of things. I didn't know that university was different. There was an orientation, but the orientation didn't tell us that, hey, this is university. My department was one of the departments that did the most courses. We offered around 11 courses in first semester of first year. Offered 24 credit unit load course. I came into nursing because I didn't want to do anything mathematics. Like if I wanted to do math, I would go for engineering, physics, mathematics, or all those kind of pure science this thing. But I didn't want maths. Then I came into nursing. But unfortunately, I had to offer maths in first year. Am I offering this course? As a nursing student, you always have to offer maths, both in schools of nursing, school of nursing. I think they do offer maths. But in the university, first semester, first year, university, any university at all, you have to offer maths as a nursing student. Yeah. Then second semester, we did all those courses excluding maths. Maths was just for one semester. First year wasn't so good for me because I just jumped into the profession, trying to adapt. I was trying to understand my environment. I was trying to understand how the system worked. I just had to figure it out all on my own. Second year was also one tug of war because in my school we have like how many different campuses. When we finished first year, we had to cross over to a different campus. We had to relocate and all that. In second year, that was when we started some of our departmental courses. Although we were still doing some borrowed courses, what is that borrowed courses? They told us that to do anatomy. Hi God, anatomy that year was one hell of a course for me. In short, it was for everybody. It's different from the anatomy school of nursing does, by the way, because after our second year, we still did anatomy as a departmental course under medical surgical nursing. So in that second year, the way they were teaching the stuff, I didn't understand it. I'm like, what are these people even talking about? I have to study each muscle in the body and know their point of origin and then their point of insertion and then know the arteries and the veins that supply every single muscle and then know like the information was just so overwhelming. That was it for second year, first semester. Oh yeah, both semesters, first semester and second semester, we offered anatomy and then physiology. That one they said they don't used to pass physio. That was the first thing they were telling us. Once you cross over, that kind of people, your predecessor, your seniors will be telling you all sorts of things. They will tell you all sorts of things that if you're not careful with, will actually ruin your stay in school. They tell you, this course cannot pass it. If you pass it, you pass with E or D. That kind of discouraging statements. That was what we were hearing up and down, up and down. But the physiology, it's tough. Actually, it's tough, especially when you're going with that mindset that your seniors have already given you. See, Nigerian students are trying. That is why if we see a good environment, we excel. Nigerian students, kudos. Nursing students, kudos. Usually I wake up like around 5 a.m. Because I was staying in the hostel. Wake up like early in the morning and carry my bag to go and keep it and then come back to the hostel and start preparing for class. That is what being a nursing student actually look like. Waking up to go and take your seat. There were days that we had to dismiss like around 5 in second year, not every day, like around 5 p.m. In third year, let me tell you, my third year was like the worst for me. I don't know, but it was like the worst for me. I don't know for other people. Third year, classes begin by 8 a.m. and end by 5 p.m. every day. 9 good hours of learning. Okay, they'll give you 1 hour break. That's 8 good hours of learning, sitting down on your seats. Because as this lecturer is walking out, another lecturer is coming in. 2 hours per lecture. I used to leave my house like around 7, so I'll go and get seat in front. I like sitting in front. It even made me to buy a special seat for myself, so that I don't have to struggle with anybody, and kept it at the front row. I usually go to classes as 7 or past 7. I'm already in class, and then by the time I'm coming home, it should be like around 6, because they will dismiss by 5. Now you stretch and stretch, you look for notes, complete your notes, and do some other things, talk to your classmates, do some other things, and then trek back. So by the time you are coming home, it should be like 6 p.m. or past 6 p.m. You fetch water and then do all those things. It should be like around 7. You wash your uniform, then prepare your dinner, eat. By the time you are rounding off, it should be like around 9 p.m. You say, let me sleep. I made it a habit to sleep by 9 and then wake up by 12. When I wake up by 12, I will study till 3, and then sleep back again till 5, and then wake up and start preparing for classes. It was hell. Because if you don't read, the next day the lecturer will ask you, hey, where did we stop? And then if you didn't revise, you won't remember where the lecturer stopped. You know, those kind of thing. So you have to read though. I love lecturers that come to class and then finish even before time. I love those kind of lecturers. Like they will just come straight to the point, no long story. Some lecturers come and be telling you stories, irrelevant story, beating around the bush. But I just love those lecturers that just come and then tell you straight to the point, teach you what you need to know. Okay. Fast forward to 4th year. First semester 4th year was posting all throughout, like 6 months posting. So our first semester 4th year is posting. We don't write. Okay, the exam that we write is just hospital-based exam. Most of the courses were 60 unit load courses. So if you fail a course or if you get a low grade in a course, you know that your GP is already looking at it like this. Okay, we offered medical surgical nursing, psychiatric nursing, community nursing, reproductive health nursing, and CDR. Yeah, CDR, one entrepreneurship course like that. That was the only course that made us to go to school every Wednesday. We wrote hospital-based exam. Our medical surgical nursing, we use real life patients. I can still remember my own question. Before it got to my turn, we had a new patient, and then they told the patient to wait outside the ward. By then, I already knew my question. I already knew that, hey, this was going to ask me to admit this patient, because hospital-based exam is just things that they do in the hospital. We had 2 examiners. After meeting one examiner, you get to another examiner. So I admitted the patient quite alright, did the vital signs and all that, made the bed for the patient, those admission procedure. And then they asked me to educate a group of people on diabetes mellitus. I couldn't finish that one, and then she told me, it seems you are conversing with the subject. Let's go, come and do urine testing for me. Then I did the urine test. Basically, being a nursing student is really not easy. In summary, it's not easy. There are lots of sleepless nights, especially once the exam is approaching. Our 3rd day, at some point I was wishing for us to begin strike. I was really wishing, like 3rd day was the most stressful. I was wishing God us to please just begin strike, because that time there were rumors that they will start strike, they will begin strike, this or that one. My own prayer was us to please begin strike, just 2 weeks strike. I just want just 2 weeks. That was my own prayer then, because the stress was so much. But they eventually went on strike. That was like 9 months strike. See, these people have dealt with us. That was in 2020. 9 months strike, and now we're on strike again in 40. So it's like every year they go on strike. If you see a nursing student that is writing an exam, send the person money. Ask the person, what do you need money for? If they tell you, see, I'm broke, well, let go nyefa. Send the LFA go. Send them money. Don't ask them, why are you broke? I just sent you money last week. There's always something you are buying, you are paying for, you are doing this one, you are spending money on this one. You have to feed, you have to do a lot of things. So if you are preparing for a professional exam, that's when you spend, especially in university. You spend a lot. You pay for free counseling, you pay for this one, you pay for the other one, you buy different textbooks. At some point when I was preparing for exam, I'm like, now. People, every time they go, they will not even ask you, do you have money? They should be asking those kind of questions before they ask you to bring money. But they won't ask. They'll just let you bring money. Pay for this, pay for that, pay for this, pay for that. Every single time. That's what we're hearing at some point. God will save me from this nursing department. So, anyways, nursing is interesting. I'm not telling the story to scare you. I'm just telling you so that you know what you're coming in for. It helps when you are aware of what you're expecting, and it will help you to stay prepared and just be ready for anything. Subscribe to this channel. I bring you hot gist. Hot, as in the hot. Thank you. If you have any question about nursing, don't hesitate to ask me. Drop me a comment. Let me answer you immediately. And then my book is still available. you can ask me how to get it in the comment section. My book is still available. Nursing Aspirant's Guide to Nursing School Application. Everything you need to know about nursing school application. So it's still available. It's just 1,500 naira soft copy. Available in soft copy only. Yeah. So thank you for watching and stay tuned for my next video. Bye.